Welcome to the MagiReco news. I'm your anchor, the Rosielum. Our top story today. Well, Happy New Year's, everyone. We somehow made it through 2022. People thought that this year couldn't get any worse, and then it did. But hey, 2023, this time it really can't get any worse, right? But at least in terms of MagiReco, we've actually been doing pretty okay. We're actually doing totally fine in MagiReco. So if anything that you take away from reality is MagiReco, stuff is doing fine. But let's actually take a look at what we're getting for New Year's. So I didn't make a video 2 days ago or something or 3 days when we got the news, the preliminary news for the New Year's, because there was no new event, there was no new character, so I didn't make a news for that. But now we have a new event and we have a new character, and it's fucking fantastic. But first of all, let's go over the news that I didn't really talk much about. We have some reruns of some of the older New Year's characters that are all smashed together into some banners here and there. Nothing too special. Keep in mind that all of the New Year's characters are actually kind of terrible, with the only exception being Sunrise Shizuka. Like she's actually good. Like Sunrise Shizuka is actually pretty good, but all of the other New Year's characters, they're all pretty terrible. They're all pretty darn fucking bad, okay? Like gameplay wise. Like they might be cute or whatever, but we're not talking about cuteness here. We're talking about gameplay. And in gameplay, only Sunrise Shizuka is like the only good New Year's character. Or was the only good New Year's character, because we got a new character. So keep all of that in mind, that these are probably not units that you're going to roll for 4 slot to actually use them and combat that much. These are probably characters that you roll for maybe like 1 slot, just 1 slot, so you just have them, so you can stick them on your home screen, so you can just look at them. But you probably aren't going to use them unless you're like a really big fan of that character, in which case, yeah, go ahead, that's pretty great. Stick with whatever you're a fan of, that's totally fine. But the most important part was that there was also a New Year's campaign that started 2 days ago, but more specifically, actually it started right now. Like the brunt of it started right now, which is a whole lot of stuff. I'm gonna need to read a lot of this because, oh my god, it's so much. Especially with all the stuff that we also got today on New Year's. So first off, there are new login bonuses. So starting today, when I say today is when it's New Year's in Japan, you're getting a new login bonus. You're getting some costume tickets, you're getting some bonus stuff. Just log in every day and you get more stuff. Sounds about right. On top of that, you also every single day, if you've been here during a New Year's event for any other year before this, you also remember this. Every day you log in, you draw a random amount of gems. So you can get somewhere between 20 and 50 gems each day for just logging in. And you also get a little flavor text that says, "You have good luck, yay," or "Your luck sucks," which is me every day. And you can just get a random amount of gems. Here's the weird part about that though. This might be not actually completely random. Like there's probably some logic behind this that makes sure that people get like a similar amount of gems. They don't want some people to get like 500 gems and other people to get only like 100 gems. So they like make sure to like balance it out a little bit, probably, so that everyone gets sort of the same amount of gems. Something like that is usually what other games do. If you've been playing other mobile games that do something like, hey, you spin a wheel and then depending on where the wheel lands, you get like 10, 20 or even 100 free rolls. Those are all rigged. They're all rigged to give you the same amount of free rolls if you go through the entire section, okay? They're all rigged, okay? You're not actually able to win like 1 billion rolls compared to other people that get like maybe 100 rolls in total. No, everyone gets like basically the same amount of rolls. And it's basically gonna be probably the same here. Just log in every day, get your, I think it's called Omikochi, where you get your New Year's horoscope or whatever that says you got good luck, bad luck, I don't know. And you get a bunch of gems. Awesome. And for some reason, you can tweet. There's like a button. There's a Twitter button that you can send your good fortune to Twitter. That's probably not the place where you want to send anything unless it's hate and vitriol. That belongs on Twitter. Anything else you send anywhere but Twitter, okay? Not Reddit. Moving on, we also got bags. So if you've got a whole bunch of money and you want to buy some paid gem bags, these are all for paid gems, you get the following. The big bag gives you an innocent gem. It gives you a super duper selection ticket, and the super duper selection ticket allows you to select the character and an innocent gem, or like not an innocent gem, the character and a destiny gem, so basically like a 2 slot, for any character in the entire game. With the following restriction: it has to not come from a collaboration, so no Nanoha, for example, no Monogatari girl, for example, but outside of that, any girl in the game, limited and unlimited. With limited, let me look this up so I don't talk anything stupid. So the limited girls are up to and including Sena Mikoto, and the unlimited girls up to and including Rabi. If you want any of those girls, you can get it with that ticket, as well as a second slot for that girl right on top of that. Which means that, of course, that if you already have that girl at a 3 slot, then you are going 1 slot over, and you're going to have to turn that into a Destiny Crystal, or whatever. But you also get an instant gem, you get a overlimited core, a 10 roll, a bunch of other stuff. Cool, awesome. Oh, costs a whole bunch of money though, like 750 paid gems is like over $100, keep that in mind. Then you have the gold bag. The gold bag gives you the following. It gives you a, what is this? A limited selection ticket. The limited selection ticket also allows you to pick any girl, but without a second slot, just any girl, one girl, from the limited pool, once again, up to and including Sena Mikoto, as well as as well as 2 Memorial selection tickets. I'm going to talk about this in a second. The silver bag gives you a unlimited girl selection ticket and 1 of the Memorial selection bags. Now, the unlimited girl selection ticket, as you might expect, allows you to select any 1 character from all unlimited characters up to and including Rabi. Now we come to the bronze bag, which is 400 normal gems. So these are not paid gems, these are normal gems, which means that everyone should get this bag. Like really, everyone. If you're playing this game, get these bags. Both of them. There's 2 of them in the shop. Get both of them. Why? Because you get a 10 roll for free on top of that, which is already worth 250 gems. So the entire rest of this ticket only costs 150 gems. Now what do you get? You get a whole bunch of stuff, as well as, most importantly, a random 4-star ticket. For 150 gems, that's worth. That's some good value right there. And what does this ticket do? You get any random, you can't choose, you get any random unlimited character, once again, up to and including him or Rabi, from the entire pool, and that's usually worth it. That's usually worth 150 gems, like normal gems. That's just less than a 10 roll. Getting any character in less than a 10 roll, it's pretty fucking good. So yeah, get 2 of these bags as soon as you can. They're in the normal gem store. But let's come back to the Memorial selection tickets. So with these Memorial selection tickets, you can get a level 1 unascended, like normal Memoria, no limit break or anything, of the following. There's like a big list down here somewhere. There's a big list. You can select Memoria down here if you have the selection tickets from either the gold or the silver paid gem bags. A lot of these are really good. My personal favorites, I mean, outside of Meteor Rain, of course, is the Kuro Memoria. Like, if you're going for any sort of Axel strat or MP strat, like anything that has to do with MP, I don't think you can go much better than the Kuro Memoria. It's really good. If you want to have a damage dealer focused around doppels, like doppel damage dealers, they really want to push Memoria, probably something like that. Like, those are probably some good Memorias to have, like, but it really just kind of depends on what you need. I can only tell you that specifically the Kuro Memoria is really good for MP strats, but outside of that, just I don't know, just figure out what you need. Look up these Memoria. There's help, there's guides on the Discord, so just come to Discord, ask about what you need, and you're gonna be fine. People are already pulling some fireworks outside, even though we still have like 3 hours left where I live from 2 New Year's, but that's, you know, that's what people do. That's basically it for the New Year's stuff. Oh my god. There's still more. Okay, I've already been talking for quite a bunch of time, for like 9 minutes. But now we're getting to the actual important stuff. First off, shop reset. Of course, it's monthly reset, shop reset. But here's the actual important stuff. It's Homu time! Oh my god, it's Homu time! Look at that, it's Homu time! So we have a new Homoda unit, which, yeah, of course I already have a 4-slot. What the fuck do you think? Who do you think I am? Of course I have a 4-slot already, with some really good luck. And no, I didn't get any of the 4-star Memoria. Okay, I got 2 2 4-star Memoria from the event in like 200 rolls. I mean, 4-star Memoria are kind of, you know, just ignore 4-star Memoria in the gacha. They might as well not exist, okay? They might as well not exist. But characters, I got a 4 slot in 200 rolls. Can easy do that? Who do you think I am? Okay, so we have New Year's Harigi Homura, which is not Cool Homura. It's actually Moe Mura, but she took off her glasses, which is different than Cool Homura, because Cool Homura is actually from a different universe. Like the Cool Homura in the game is from the anime universe, like from Pura Magi Madoka Magica, that universe, okay? But the Moemura in the game is actually from the MagiReco universe, and she just took off her glasses with the help of Cycles Nagisa, and Cycles Nagisa is actually from the anime universe. So the anime universe Nagisa helped take MagiReco's Moemura's glasses off. Dude, it doesn't fucking matter. The point is, she's really gay. And she's really powerful as well. That's probably the more important stuff. She's really good. She's actually a Homura unit that is overall really fucking good. Probably better than Cool Homura. Yeah, no, definitely better than normal Cool Homura. Way better than normal Cool Homura. Let me phrase it that way. Like, normal Cool Homura is completely invalidated now. Like, it might as well not exist with this unit. Like, she's just way better than normal Cool Homura. At the same time, she's also way better, not just being a blaster, she's also way better at being a doppel character. Like, imagine Cool Homura, but stronger, and also a doppel character. Like, that's basically what this is, okay? Now, she might not be game-breaking, she might not be overpowered, she's good. She's just good, okay? And she's probably gonna find some space here and there in maybe some mirrors, maybe some Kimochi here and there. She's gonna be doing great. I like it. Now, what does she actually do? She has really high attack. In fact, she's now my highest base attack unit in the game with Hold Your Horses. 13,000, exactly 13,000 base attack is what she has in my my character selection. Now, this is without attribute enhancement. Like, this is without the dark attribute enhancement. With dark attribute enhancement, she has like 15,020 or something, like 15,000 and a bit over that attack, so she has pretty darn fucking high attack. She has 2 Exaltis, 3 Blasters, which is why I said she's just better Cool Homura, because she also has 3 Blasters, but way higher attack and actually a bunch of other stuff. But with 2 Exaltis and the rest of her kit, she can also play Doppel Style, which is just fucking great, dude. Her Connect gives blast damage up, it gives damage up, and dark attack up. So just really fucking high damage, especially on dark teams, which is why she might be really good in Kimochi, but maybe actually not. We're gonna see in a second why I'm a bit hesitant. Because it's the Magia and the Doppel, it's not attribute strengthened, okay? So since it's not attribute strengthened, then maybe it's not actually gonna be the best in Kimochi. But that said, the Connect is actually really good. What else does it do? Now, here's a bunch of fun stuff. It does a bunch of cool stuff. It gives so actually the damage itself is Magia damage to all enemies, so AoE. It's not any of the other weird like multi-hit stuff or single target or anything like that we've seen recently. It does defense down to all enemies. It does dark attack up, damage up, and MP restore to self. Sadly, only to self. He's still a very egotistical character. But on the Doppel, the MP restore is to the entire team at least, so she can serve as somewhat of an MP battery, although not nearly as good as Kurue. Of course, Kurue is still one of the best MP batteries in the entire game, but she can still at least have some sort of MP battery function to her with the MP restore to all characters, and she buffs herself really hard, which means that she can, after the buff, blast really hard. Oh yeah, you see that she synergizes with herself. We have a Homura unit that actually is well thought out and it synergizes with herself. Wow, fucking crazy, dude. By the way, I can tell yourself right now that next to Akuma Homura-chan, she's the best Homura in the game. Her active, okay, this is where it gets really crazy. You guys need to listen to me because we have a new effect. We've never seen this kind of effect in this game, okay? We have something completely special. So, this is what it does. It's an active that puts a new buff on your team, on your entire team for 1 turn, and it puts a new debuff on the entire team for 1 turn. on the entire enemy team for 1 turn. What does that buff and debuff do? Well, the buff on your team does the following. If, while you have this buff active, you're receiving a buff, like a red symbol buff, like the red attack up buff or the red defense up buff. If you are receiving a buff while you have this new buff active on that character, the buff duration is increased by 1 turn. At least I think it's 1 turn. I haven't read this up. So her active makes it so your entire team, let's say for example you put this buff on your team and then you use an attack up buff from Magia, for example, then that attack up buff will last additional turns. It will last an additional turn. Cool. So your 5-turn attack up buff suddenly lasts 6 turns if you apply them while you have this new buff active. What does the new debuff do that she applies to the enemies? Well, that's the same thing to the enemies, but in a negative way. So it makes debuffs on the enemies last 1 turn longer. And I haven't tested this myself, and I really should have tested this before doing this news, because I'm going out here talking to like 20 people, or however many people watch this video, talking to you about this character. But at least as far as I've heard from people theorizing, is that you can just use this debuff on all the enemies, and then for example use a meteor rain, and then the meteor rain lasts for 2 turns. Yeah, it extends the duration of debuffs on the enemies. So 2-turn meteor rains. Fucking what? Sadly, this new buff, which I think is called Buff Prolong, and the debuff is called Debuff Prolong, only lasts for 1 turn. But it's okay, just you have 1 turn where you set up all of your cool shit, and then your buffs last longer and your debuffs last longer. Anyway, wow, great. So that's the new effect that Cool Homoda, not Cool Homoda, but you know, like pseudo Cool Homoda Harigi version has. What else you have? Well, she starts the battle with 15% MP in her tank, which is 22.5. If you have 150 MP bonus, like bonus maximum, and then she also gets what is that? I think, yeah, it's a weak element. So if you get hit by light type attacks, she gets an additional, I think it's like 11 MP, like a crap ton amount. But yeah, she has weak element in there. She also has blast MP gain up. So if you blast with her, you get a bunch of MP. So you can see that her entire kit, like her passives at least, give her a bunch more MP. That's pretty cool. I think she has a bunch of other stuff. Like she's already out, and people have seen a bunch of other SE, but we're gonna talk about her in the how good is later. But for now, yeah, she has some MP stuff as well. So overall, she is extremely good at blasting. She's extremely good at doing double damage. She might not have one area where she's the GOAT, but she's extremely fucking good at double and extremely fucking good at blast at the same time. So having a really good hybrid character like that is pretty fucking good. She's just good. She's just good. She's like a Homoda that you're proud to have. You can put this Homoda not just on your home screen, which is really cute, but you can also just have her with you in like PvE, in PvP, in Kimochi, in 100 Evils. You can just take her with you into any kind of content and she'll do great. And she's the first Homoda unit, I'm gonna say this, she's the first Homoda unit that you can just blindly take with you into any content and she will do fucking great. And yeah, that's it. That's the Homoda unit that I wanted. You can just use this unit. Just use Homoda. Isn't that fucking good? Wow. Now what else do we have? We have the Memoria, 2 4-star Memoria, by the way, 2-star, 4-star Memoria. The first one is an active that gives Magia damage up and MP regeneration up. Not MP regeneration, but like MP generation up. Yeah, like just MP up. Just call it MP up. Like it gives MP up and Magia damage up. Keep in mind that, by the way, that if you roll for on this gacha and you're getting the Homoda and you're using her active, and this will last for 2 turns and not just 1 turn, which that's fucking good. But keep in mind to use the like you use Cool Homoda's active first. You like actually make sure you use Cool Homoda's active first, so that you can then use this. Keep in mind, by the way, the Magia damage up and the MP up, they're both red effects. Like they're both buffs, right? But if you're using like a damage up, for example, there's 2 types of damage up. There's a red damage up and there's a yellow damage up. I think the yellow damage up does not get it prolonged, but the red damage up does. Like keep this in mind. It has to be red buffs. The red symbol buffs, those get prolonged. And the blue symbol, not purple, but blue symbol debuffs, those get increased. So keep all of that in mind. So yeah, really good for this kind of character, like, or rather, really good to have if you already have this character, to like just put this on a double damage dealer, and they're gonna be really happy because on one turn they're gonna do a double, and on the next turn they're still gonna have their MP up, allowing them to get back to double way faster because they now have an extra turn of MP up. Oh, that's so nice. And then you have the passive down here, which gives way too much stuff. How is this Memoria real? Like, this Memoria is actually fucking jacked. This Memoria is probably one of the best we've seen so far, just in terms of stuff that it has. How does it have this much stuff on it? It has attack up 4, which is 20%, then like 15% damage up, which is already incredible, and then it's also got like 30% defense up. You didn't need the defense up on there, but they give it to you anyway. And why? Why do they give it to you? Because Mother Homu is gay as fuck. That's why they give it to you. What else do we have? We have the event, which is a Mother Homu event, because of course it is, which makes this, by the way, the best event in the entire game already, because it's a Mother Homu event. Who could have guessed? But all jokes aside, it's just a single tower where you get some event drop items. But here's the interesting part about the event drop items, is that you don't just go to a shop where you just spend these items for some stuff. Instead, you have this tombola, I think you call it in German. You have this raffle thing where if you're on the event screen, like you're on the screen when you select the story or challenge or challenge or whatever, on the left side you see like a counter how much of these event items you have, and it points towards some button. If you press that button, it takes you not to Mitama's shop, it takes you to that raffle screen, where then you can spend 100 of these to do 10 rolls on the raffle or whatever. And this is also how you get the event Memoria, and it's really just Mitama's shop but in a raffle format. Like, okay, whatever. There's no special background, sadly, and nothing else interesting enough. I think there's oh yeah, no, there is something special. There's a New Year's costume for Homura, I think, but that one might not be in the raffle shop, but in the special ticket shop that you get from daily login. So every day you log in, you get New Year's tickets, and then you use the New Year's tickets to buy the Homura and the Nagisa outfits, because I think Homura also gets a New Year's outfit aside from this unit. I don't fucking know. Check it out in game, talk to us on Discord, but that's it for the news. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys next time.